Hey guys, I thought I'd come on here today and read with you all something that I was thinking on, and it starts in Genesis at the very beginning. Um, the very first chapter of Genesis says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved above the face of the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light.' And there was light. And God saw that the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day." And I used to think on these things even from a very young age on, because we obviously know that we didn't create ourselves and all this beauty that we see around us, that it had to start from somewhere. And I know that science tries to explain it away, and then yet such a beautiful and poetic beginning that Moses wrote in the Torah. But also, I was thinking on these things about how um, Jesus said, "I will reveal myself to whom I choose, and to whom I choose to reveal myself to." And he also said of the Father in Matthew chapter 11, starting at verse 25, "And at that time Jesus answered and said, I thank thee, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it is seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of the Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father, neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him." And another way to put it is how the Apostle Paul spoke in Romans when he's speaking to the Gentiles and giving them the gospel. It's in chapter 1, verse 20. It says, "For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." And I thought about how the Bible tells us that the Lord, again, it talks about how he has blinded the eyes of Israel to a large degree, but it's like a partial blindness. And so there are some, obviously, of what we call Messianic Jews that realize that Jesus is Lord. But Israel and the Jews are Jesus's chosen people. They're God's chosen people, and who Jesus came to minister to um, uh, when he came to earth and the flesh. So these are things that I ponder on because it says in Ephesians chapter 1 that we were chosen by him from the foundation of the creation of the earth as a special selection to himself. And that includes Jew and Gentile. As a matter of fact, in Romans, it says in chapter 9 and starting at verse 15, Paul puts it like this: "For he hath said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, Even for the same purpose I have raised thee up, that I might be shown in my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and upon whom he hardeneth. But thou wilt say then unto me, Why does he yet find fault? Or who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou to reply against God? Shall the thing that formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel of honor and another unto dishonor? What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, of which he had prepared unto glory, even us, whom he has called, not only to the Jews, but also of the Gentiles. And I think this is beautiful. And I I have something to say for anyone who doesn't believe in that there is a creator, that God is real, or that Jesus is real, and the things that we speak on seem foreign to you. I ask you this. Um, if you really don't believe there's anything there, what do you have to lose by trying this, right? Ask him to reveal himself to you, and with a sincere heart. Don't you want to know the truth? If there is no God, then you have nothing to worry about, right? You don't have anything to fear. We serve a loving God, and but ask him for yourself. And I will promise you that with a sincere heart, he will reveal himself in a mighty and a personal way, and you will see. It's different for everyone, so it's not like I can tell you these things. Um, but see how that works for you, because if you've tried everything in this world, and it seems to have let you down, and we serve one whose promises are faithful and true. So I'll just leave that with you guys, and maybe that'll mean something to someone out there. And for those of us who are who cry out Abba Father, that are the children of God, then you'll already understand what I'm talking about. And I love you guys, and I'm sure we'll talk real soon.